Hey guys! I've just realized that I need to split the video into two parts because I've been speaking for 50 minutes and I still have more things to haul. So yeah, you've already seen the Kamkunji side. Now we are jumping into the Kafur side. Also, my name is Crystal Elisa. I haven't even been introducing myself because I've genuinely been away for so long that I've forgotten how to do this. But yeah, I am Crystal. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy the craziness that is happening on this channel. I hope you get some ideas on like things you want to do, things you want to shop for, or if you just see like really pretty cups and you go to Kafur and buy them, that will make my heart happy. So yeah, let's jump into part 2 of my Airbnb haul. The last category of this haul, which has been like forcing me to confront all my choices and like decide if do you actually believe it was worth it? And it's like, yes, I have to, because this one hurt. Like the total at the till, I was so shocked because it was double what I expected, which is so frustrating because I was picking things that are like 200 bob, 300 bob. I was like, how did we get here? But yeah, a couple of these things are not necessarily Airbnb, like this. I finally got my grandparents a dishwasher, so I'm so excited. I bought them Rinse Aid, I bought them some soaps. I just haven't unpacked this whole bag because it's just been that stressful. Like I didn't even want to look at it because I'm like, how did you get where you were? But one thing that was very, very big on my list was getting a plastic chopping board, just because I do have a wooden one right now. But for like meats and stuff and for guests, I feel like it's easier for them to wash this and like see that it's clean. And yeah, so I just really wanted to get this, and I bought it at Kafur because at Chandarana it's 800 shillings, Kafur was 400 shillings. So I thought, hey, I'm saving money. Shock on me. Essentially, what I realized is that I live a very frugal life, let's say, right? So I'm very happy going without, or like only having 2 cups basically, because I use my 2 big mugs of tea and I'm good. But if I'm going to have other people here, and if they're gonna have like guests or visitors or whatever, like I need to provide enough cups, enough plates, enough all of that. So I haven't bought plates this time because I saw some beautiful ones in Kafur that I'm definitely going back for, but they are 1400 each and I am just not emotionally there yet. So my plates right now are fine, but the cups that I have to use are not really like Airbnb worthy. So I thought I'd pick up a few, not even a lot, but yeah, that's essentially what this part of the haul is. So I just bought a bunch of glass things. So I bought an extra spice jar just in case like an accident happens and someone breaks one of them. I don't want to lose my mind immediately. I wanted to take time before and there is a plane. But essentially, I wanted to take a second, like I want to give myself a buffer before I get angry about people like messing up in my kitchen, because accidents do happen, but then like more than one is kind of not an accident, so it's you sort of fucking around essentially. But yeah, so I bought a spare one that I'm just going to keep in my room for my own peace of mind. I had initially seen very beautiful bowls, and then when my friend who does Airbnb came here, he was like, this is the kind of stuff that attracts people, so they just want like pretty unique looking things. So luckily they are continuing to manufacture these bowls. They weren't like a one-off thing, so I did find a bunch of them. I only bought 2 so that I can have 4 of them, so my guests can have 4 bowls. They don't have to like wash a plate every time they use one. Next thing is kind of gross, but we do need to talk about it. The Sufisha toilet balls, I don't know. You put them inside the water cistern, and then every time you flush it like releases a detergent into the toilet, which like reduces staining and like the, I don't know, the cleaning, like it, I think it makes cleaning easier or something, I don't know, but these are definitely something that I saw a while ago, and I knew for my Airbnb toilet, I definitely want to have these because I just want to have extra sanitization in there, you know, so that was non-negotiable. I bought myself new kichungis because the smaller ones, I realized, actually deposit a lot of tea leaves at the bottom of your cup, so I realized my grandma uses these ones, and there's barely any tea leaves in her cup, so I think this is definitely a worthwhile investment. And of course I got 4 because tea is life, right? Dishwasher salt. I'm just going to mention it because again I mentioned it in my previous video the last time that I found it. I had looked for it for literally a year, but it seems like Feba is finally in the market for us dishwasher people. So if you are looking for dishwasher salt, this is 280 shillings or something. Like it's really not a lot. So I only bought a lot of bottles because A, it seems like they're constantly stocking, so I'm not worried about finishing it for everyone. B, I'm not just buying for myself, I'm buying for my grandparents now. So yeah, I bought a few of them. If you are looking for dishwasher salt, this is where to go. Kafur Sarit, 280 shillings. I made a very random discovery. So apparently Feba, why I'm saying they're like fully in the market, is they've made a dishwashing powder, not dishwashing tablets but dishwashing powder, and I used it yesterday and I was actually surprised. I think my dishes were actually cleaner, because if your dishes are heavily soiled, then you can use a lot of powder, and if they're not, then you can use a little powder, which makes so much more sense on a tablet. So I bought this for my grandparents. I'm actually going to go back and stock up for myself, because this is really good, and you just pour it in like normal powder and you close the compartment and it doesn't have an issue. So I was really happy, and this is so much cheaper because tablets are 1,500 for 40 of them, 3,000 for 100, so I usually buy the big bag, but this is 500 shillings for whatever quantity this is. I feel like it's the same as the 1,500 bag of tablets, I think. So I am very, very excited to have discovered this. So essentially, here's my thought process for getting a bunch of little jars instead of just putting out my big daddy jar of soap for clothes washing, right? So this is all washing machine soap, and apparently what happens is that if you leave large quantities of things out, even a guest who's booked for like 2 days will take this home, because they'll be like, it was there for me to use, so if I had used it, it wouldn't be a problem, therefore I can just scoop it out of the container and like take it home. So like, even if you put like 5 rolls of tissue in someone's room for one night, they will take the tissue rolls home, because they're like, I was supposed to use this anyway, so it's part of the cost, like it's built into the cost, right? And what I understand with Airbnb, especially like even like a full house listing, not necessarily a shared one, is that you provide the initial starting things that they need, and then they go to the supermarket and they stock up, right? Because it's like a home experience, it's not a hotel experience. So I wanted to get a smaller jar for my dishwasher soap, as well as for my Stay Soft, like my fabric softener, because I usually have it in this giant jar. But if I have to replace that every single time, then the cost of running this Airbnb just becomes a bit ridiculous. So I saw a really weird looking jar, and I haven't seen one this size in like this shape before, so I was so excited. I definitely picked it up and then came home and found some way to use it. So yeah, these two together are going to go into my washing area, and then these two are going to go into the makeshift pantry that I've created, where I'm going to take my bulk things. So like, even my 10 liter of oil, I can't leave it in the kitchen, because apparently someone will go home with it and be like, if I had used it all when I was there, you wouldn't have minded. But I would have minded, and it would have been impossible, because you would have probably been here for like 1 or 2 days. So how are you using 10 liters of oil in 1 or 2 days? Like, making assumptions that people have the same logic as you is kind of setting yourself up for failure. So I am trying to circumvent that by being prepared from all angles. So in case you're wondering, this jar is 0.25 liters and this jar is 0.5 liters. So in case you want to recreate this whole setup for yourself as well. Then I got one big jar, because my tea leaves is like the most used thing in my kitchen. It's the only thing I use every single day consistently, no matter what, and I feel like it's finally time for it to upgrade into a jar of its own. So very excited to have gotten this. This is 1.5 liters. Perfect size for someone who lives on tea, essentially. Let me reduce the brightness so you can actually see this. How cute is this? Oh my gosh, they have the cutest cups, and for once they're actually like big enough to where I feel like if I took tea in this, it's not a complete waste of my time. So I picked up a few very, very beautiful patterns, so I absolutely love them. I absolutely love the size, and I absolutely love the colors. So I feel like these two combined are very vibey for like the Airbnb that I want to run. So yeah, I feel like this is absolutely perfect in this house. So that's what I was saying, even though the cost is so much more than I had wanted it to be, I feel like it's still worth it, because I'm gonna buy these things once and then never have to replace them again. So hopefully there are no accidents with my things and nobody tries to steal my cups, because I'm fully gonna charge them on the platform. But yeah, I think, oh my gosh, look at this. Look at how pretty this is. It's actually the smallest one, and I didn't even notice because it's just so beautiful. So I absolutely love this. Think it'll be perfect for coffee or something. So yeah, very excited to actually have proper usable cups in my cupboard and not have to feel guilty about begging my guests not to use my big red cups, because those are the only things that make the tea hit, you know? I just want to show them all together so you can see the color story that's being told, and like sort of the pattern story, I guess. I don't know. It's very lovely. I did have one more, but then I noticed a crack in it at the till, so I returned it, luckily, because yeah, these, they're each like $3.50. They're not even like expensive, right? But apparently when you total them, because you went nuts and bought everything at once, it becomes quite high. Other cups that I had to buy, this one I refused to buy many, because I do have mason jars that can be used for drinking water, but then I also wanted to get like proper dedicated water cups, and these are giant. I love giant cups. I hate like having to refill and refill and refill, so I wanted to provide them with that. I only got 2 of them. Absolutely love it. Again, I think these were also like 200 bob each or something, I don't know. And apparently I do know myself quite well, because I did end up getting 2 buffer spice jars and not just 1, so that I don't end up losing my shit over nothing. Over 200 bob, like really? When a guest, if not when, let's not put that into the universe, if a guest was to have an accident in my house, I want to be prepared. Last thing I bought from Carrefour for my Airbnb is these 2, and these 2 don't really seem like they go for an Airbnb, but I feel like I might, if I'm in the mood, if like the spirit moves me, I want to create like a welcome basket for people, right? Especially if you're doing longer than 1 or 2 nights, and I'm thinking that could include like mini cakes, muffins, or whatever. My baking is actually pretty good, so I feel like if I am touched in that moment, I might bake them a little something. I might actually put my baking ingredients in here instead of tea leaves. I'm not so sure, but we shall see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the other things that I got for other videos, because I'll just mention it in like passing really quickly. The Ramtons steam cleaner. I have wanted this for a while, and then I forgot about it, and then recently so I know one person that has scabies and one person that has bed bugs, and it's not even their fault. I don't even know how they got it, but yeah, I want to be sure that no one can come into my house and bring that into my bed. So I have bought a steam cleaner that allows me to kill anything that anyone might have carried, and that's again why I'm very non-negotiably buying mattress protectors, because my mattress will never have physical contact with anyone. If anyone like comes with a kid or something and they pee, we're taking off the mattress protector and putting down another one immediately and washing the other one immediately. So everything is always going to be fully on lockdown. So if anyone has those issues, it all goes on the mattress protector and not on the actual mattress. But even then, I'm still going to be steam cleaning, because if they bring bed bugs from the bed onto the couch, like I need to have a way to sort of defend against that, and that is where the steam cleaner comes in. So I did not get this at Carrefour. I actually bought it directly on the Ramtons website, and they delivered it to my house, but I thought I'd include it in this video. It will have its own dedicated like review video, but this definitely was a purchase because of Airbnb. So it's actually really good for cleaning the rest of your house as well. So I will do a whole cleaning thing with it eventually, because I think I bought this like 3 weeks ago now, and I've still barely unboxed it to begin with. So yeah, I feel like the day that I'm actually ready to start this Airbnb is going to be the day that I play with it properly. Right now there's just way too much going on, way too much stress to deal with that. But yeah, I just thought I would mention it in case you also have regular guests in your home. It's a really good idea to just have something that can kill bacteria size microscopic bugs. So yeah, I'm very excited about every single one of my purchases, but I think I'm gonna end the video here. Again, vlogging is gonna make this so much easier for me to like come on the channel and like keep up with you guys. Hopefully everything works out. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.